Feel good, you know what I mean? It's obviously there's been talks of me getting the title, and everyone obviously knows I deserve it and whatnot, but sometimes that's not always how it plays. And to actually get that contract sent, and obviously they've made it official and stuff like that, it was unreal feeling. So it was a relief when I definitely got that contract, because I still had in the back of my mind, like, what could happen here, you know what I mean? But obviously they were telling me that was the plans for December 14th in Vegas, and when they gave me the contract and Max's name on it. And mate, I've been telling everyone I'm going to be the champion before the 2019 ends, and I get to do that. You know what I mean? I'm not a cocky guy, but I'm very confident, and I believe I'm the man to beat Max.
And the fact that you were kind of pushing for that fight to be on 243, is it a little bit better that now it's 245 that you'll be the main event? Yeah,
obviously it would have been good to fight on UFC 243 with the boys. Obviously a few of the boys, team partners and training partners are on there fighting, and it would have been good fighting in a home crowd as well, you know what I mean? But it's just, it's probably better for me, especially to, fight someone like Max for my own title on, on my own show, and have the world watching me, especially, over there. So I'm not too bad. It gives me more time to prepare. I got to help the boys out with their camp and, learn a bit, and, and now I've got plenty of time to get ready for Max.
Why can you be the one to dethrone him? He's been he's cleaned out the featherweight division. Why are you the one to dethrone him?
Well, obviously he's fought guys that are well-rounded. Like people will say Frankie's well-rounded, but I believe I've got a lot more tools. I believe I've got a higher fight IQ, and I play what's in front of me a bit better than what Frankie would, I believe. And my wrestling, and strength. Obviously I've got the power, the strength. So I've always got that, and my cardio. I'm always dangerous. If Max tries to pour it on, he can walk into some solid shots. And, we've seen the powerful guys like even Poirier, hurt him a little, and that, that was enough to get Poirier the win. So, I believe that, I'm sort of in the same boat, and I'm a lot fitter than Poirier. So, and I believe I hit harder as well. So I honestly think that I'm the man to do it, and I get to show the world that December 14th.
Why is it the time for the great to reign?
Why is it my time to reign? It's just, mate, it's just my time. You know what I mean? I'm not the type of guy that, talks about, legacy and all this sort of thing, but it just all falls into place, you know what I mean? It really does. It's just, people say it's meant to be. I really do believe that. And it's just the timings, it's all just fallen into place, every time, even when there's a missed opportunity, it always ends up working out in the end. And like I always feel like there's a bigger goal, and, and don't know, as they say, it could come from, somewhere up there or whatever it is, you know what I mean? It's about it's meant to be, and again, this is just my time. It really is. In the last couple of fights, setting me up for this big fight, and mate, it's just my time. And then like I said, I've got these goals. I'm ticking them off. I said 2019, I'm going to be champion. Next year, we're going to look at that pound for pound list. You know what I mean? I want to be right up there. So I'm planning on taking Max out, defend the belt a few times, and then all of a sudden, I'm one of the greatest featherweights in the the history of UFC. And then let's take out that pound for pound list as well. Yeah, I do. Look, I wouldn't say I thrive off being the underdog, but I mean, either way, it does not matter. I guess all the time, even if I am favourite, you're still going to get your haters that are going to say, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that. But, I mean, it is good to, to sort of silence everyone that way as well. So there's people that, like with the Chad Mendes and Aldo, there's no chance, he's got no chance because of this, and it's just good to just be like, you've got no idea, and show them, But obviously seeing one thing and knowing, and watching someone in the cage and, and really sort of making an assumption off that one performance and saying that's what's going to happen next fight and whatnot. It's so much deeper than that. And again, someone like Max is a totally different style to Aldo and Chad Mendes. So you're going to see a whole different me. So if Max is going out there thinking that I'm going to be the same fighter I was over there, he's got another thing coming. And again, I'm very well rounded. So I will adapt. If he thinks he's found holes in my games, I will adapt and make it harder on him.
What holes have you seen in his game?
Holes that I've seen in his game. Look, man, he's a pretty clean fighter. He's very technical. He's pretty good with his range. Like I said, obviously he's fit, and he really likes to, he sort of does similar things that I do, and the way I fight, I won't give too much away, but but in his own way, you know what I mean? So, you know, there's obviously, again, people, you know, oh, he's good at range. It's bigger than that, you know, he's really good at baiting and knowing when the right time's to strike, the right time to come. I believe he is a gamer, and he will take, you know, extra risks. That's why he can be hit, and I believe that he won't do that with me. Once he feels a bit of power, if he's just going to come at me like that and I'm sitting on my punches, I land one or two, I guarantee you that's going to slow him down. And again, I've got my wrestling, so it's just going to be very hard for him to play his game he's so used to playing. So obviously he's always relies on wearing someone down. He might think he could do that to me, but that's not going to happen. He's going to realise that first round that, you know, if he tries to tire me out, these rounds are just going to leave him one round at a time. So he might need to do a little bit more than just worry about wearing me down.
So what are your plans for this camp?
Plans, yeah. So again, I'm here with the boys, getting them ready for the fights. But you know, obviously I've still got so much time. So after the boys fight, obviously I get to watch and, you know, celebrate with them. Then I'll probably head, you know, to Thailand, do some training at Tiger Muay Thai with the boys over there, Hickman Brothers and that. And you know, then I'm back here, you know, back home at Freestyle Fighting Gym. Then I'll be back at City Kickboxing, you know what I mean? So I'll get around, and, you know, I've got plenty of time, you know what I mean? And that's one thing. So I can get my wrestling in nice and early, go back to Freestyle Fighting Gym with Joe and just work on our like game plan and stuff like that. And then I can head back to City and keep working the game plan, get that fitness up, and just, mate, I'll be going into this fight in good nick. I'm going to be stronger than ever, and I'm ready to take it, mate. I really am.
You look very excited.
I am excited, 100%. Like, it's, again, I'm obviously excited, but I mean, a lot of people, like with the other fights, oh, how are you going to feel with, you know, you're fighting for the title? Again, he's just going to be another body in front of me. It's just another job to do. I'm really good in these situations. So that being said, like, you know, fighting for a title isn't really going to put too much pressure on me. I'm excited because I know where we're at, but at the same time, once I'm in there, it's just another job. You know, I'm always out there and I'm always doing what needs to be done to win. And, you know, again, talking about stylistically, I'm really able to be myself in this fight. Obviously, we're going to have game plans and things we're going to work on, but I believe where my instincts, my natural instincts are going to work really fine with what he's going to throw at me, especially if he really wants to pick up the pace and pour it on. My natural instincts are always going to be there with the power shots, the takedowns. You know, my fight IQs are, you know, right up there as well, and I believe that he'll be leaving too many openings for me. Him being a little bit taller and lankier, I'm just too strong for these guys, and he doesn't have the build to you know, make things difficult for me.
So you're from Wollongong.
Wollongong.
Is that right?
No, Wollongong.
Wollongong.
Yeah.
Now you talk a little bit about why you have to gym hop.
Yeah. Well, obviously I've been in Wollongong, you know, Freestyle Fighting Gym with Joe Lopez since day one. You know, it's unreal. Again, we've got a really good bond. You know, even when going into camp, you know, going into fight week, you know, we room together, you know, and we're doing everything together, like, because it's just what we're so used to, and I wouldn't change it for a thing. But I mean, obviously doing the whole camp there, you know, sometimes I need the training partners and stuff like that, and the high level training partners. And then obviously you got City Kickboxing, some of the best striking in the world. I get to work there, and we've got a good relationship. You know, me and Joe have a good relationship with the boys here. So, you know, we can come here and do our thing and then mingle. And obviously I've got, you know, like Brad Riddell and Eugene in my corner as well. And we all work a game plan. And you know, obviously I go to Thailand as well. So I'm in Thailand working with the boys, wrestling. And, you know, obviously they got absolute beasts over there. So I like to go there early in my camp. You know, you've got so many wrestlers over there and, you know, just high-level strong dudes. So go over there and get strong. Work with the Hickman brothers, really work some ground, some jiu-jitsu, and it's just unreal. We've got a good thing going with all. You know, we've got a good relationship through Tiger, City Kickboxing, and my gym, and it works really well. You know, they're always been very helpful for me as well. So they've always got let me in open arms. So I appreciate that, and we're all going to do this together. I get to win that belt, and I get to thank a lot of people for it.
So what are you fighting for?
I'm fighting for me and my family. Obviously, I'm fighting for, you know, I fight for Australia. Obviously, even the Anzacs. You know, I'm a part of New Zealand now as well, I feel. But you know, I'm fighting for this side of the world. Like, again, like we've still got something to prove. Obviously, everyone knows that we're a big threat. But you know, when we said, "Well, we're taking over," we really are. You know what I mean? Like we're look at, we've got guys fighting for the title. The middleweights are New Zealand and Aussie fighting for the title. I'm fighting for a title. You know, we've got so many ranked guys. Like, we're really setting statements of this side of the world, and you know, I still want everyone to know that we're a big threat. But bigger than that, you know, this is what I do for a living. Before UFC, obviously I was chasing the dream and all that. But when I made the decision to be a fighter, that was, you know, that's my career, you know what I mean? So right now I need to win to feed my family. And just fighting and being in the UFC is not enough. I need to set myself for forever with my family, you know what I mean? So I need to be a champion. I need the world to know who I am and build off that. And you know what I mean? And there's no bigger of a motivation than the family. You know, a lot of people fight for legacy. I've always said I fight for my family, and mate, no one's going to stop me from feeding my family. And you know what I mean? Anyone that tries to do that, I'm putting a hole through their head. With my fists, of course.
What kind of statement are we looking to make December 14th?
Statements, hey, I've been saying that from day one. I'm making statements. Mate, honestly, I'm going to show the world that I'm the best featherweight, you know? I'm the best featherweight in the world. And I get to show that December 14th. People can say whatever they want. You know, he's been a great champion. If he wants a rematch, again, I'm already looking through this. I know I'm winning. I'm taking that belt. If they want a rematch, I'll do it. I'll win again, solidify being the best in the world, and then everyone can just jump on board.